The wind carried whispers, not loud, not clear, just a murmuring, threading through the ancient trees of Umudike like a secret too frightened to be spoken aloud. A boy sat at the edge of the village, his feet dusted with red earth, his eyes fixed on the forest beyond. His name was Obioma, and unlike the other children, he did not laugh, did not chase goats through the fields, did not pretend to be a warrior fighting unseen enemies. Instead, he sat still, listening, because the forest spoke to him. It had always been this way. The voices came with the wind, whispering things he did not understand, calling his name when no one else was around. He had once told his mother, and she had tightened her wrapper, shaking her head. Children should not say such things, Obioma. He had told his father, who had looked at him strangely. You must not speak of this again. So he had learned to keep quiet. But that did not mean the whispers stopped. Today, though, today was different. The voices were urgent. The forest was restless. The wind carried words not meant for his ears. It is waking. Obioma flinched. Who? He whispered, but no one answered. Behind him, the village of Umudike stirred. Smoke curled from clay chimneys. Women pounded yam, their voices rising in laughter. Men sharpened machetes for the day's work. Chickens scattered as children ran, their feet kicking up dust. Everything was normal, except it wasn't. A shadow flickered in the corner of Obioma's eye. A shift in the wind. The trees rustled, not in the way they should, but as if something moved among them, watching. And then, the first scream rang out. It came from the river. The villagers ran, mothers grabbing their children, men dropping their tools. Obioma ran too, his heart pounding. The Ezu River, the lifeblood of Umudike, was vanishing. Where once it had flowed strong and full, there was now only cracked earth, the last traces of water curling into steam. Fish flailed in the mud. A woman fell to her knees, wailing. The Dibia, the village shaman, stepped forward, his white robes billowing. He knelt, placing his hands in the dry riverbed, closing his eyes. Silence. Then he looked up, his face grave. This is no drought, he said. Something has stolen the river. Murmurs rose among the villagers. Panic spread. Obioma's head pounded. The whispers were everywhere now, slipping through his ears like shadows. He clutched his head, barely able to breathe. The darkness is coming, he blurted out. Silence fell. All eyes turned to him. Chief Okonkwo, the village leader, stepped forward, his heavy red cap casting a shadow over his stern face. What did you say, boy? Obioma swallowed hard. I heard them. The spirits. They said something is coming. A hush fell over the village. The elders exchanged uneasy glances. Some made the sign of protection with their hands. And then, laughter. Harsh, dismissive. Chief Okonkwo shook his head. Foolish child, spirits do not speak to boys. Go home. Obioma opened his mouth to protest, but a firm hand landed on his shoulder. Mama Ulo. His grandmother's eyes, deep and knowing, searched his face. She said nothing, only pulled him close. But he saw it, the flicker of fear in her gaze. She believed him. A wind howled through the village, rattling the trees. The sky darkened, though the sun still burned high. And then, deep rumbling laughter curling from the forest like smoke. Something was out there. Something had heard him, and it was coming.